Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Grey Maniacs gather! Hi there, Grey Maniacs. I'm doing a haul video, little haul video. Actually, I should have waited until after the weekend because this weekend I'm planning to buy lots of comics. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Right, so first off, let's do it in chronological order. Right, the other day I bought myself some old UK annuals for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, it's just like because it always like. I loved these as a kid, and I read this one I used to have as a kid actually, and they've got some cool stories in them from back in the day. This is a shark called Hookjaw, definitely taken up on the Jaws trend of the time. He's got a harpoon for his lip, and he's called Hookjaw. I don't know how he manages to go around with that harpoon sticking out all the time, but he does, and he kills people, and it's quite brutal actually. There's a story in this one. It's really quite brutal. It's like I'm surprised that it was a thing for kids comic books. That was the 1979 Action Annual. This is 1982 Lion Annual. There's Archie the Robot. It's just like good boys adventure kind of stories and like lots of war stuff as well. I was thinking when I got them, I thought maybe I'd make some videos, like take some pictures, do the voices, that kind of thing. Give some of the Americans an idea of what the UK comic stories used to be like, but I probably won't bother. Because knowing what my view count's like, it's hardly worth the effort. You know what I mean? It's just really not worth the effort. Yeah, every time I do something that, obviously, I try to keep it quick and short stuff because less effort. But we don't get any views, so and no one comments hardly. So it's like, why am I bothering? It just fuels my depression. So I probably won't make any videos for this. I've got like a bunch of videos I was going to make. From articles from maybe I'll get. I mean, I go up and down with my mood, so maybe I'll get around to them if I suddenly get into a hyper mood, But at the moment, I'm not sure how much I'm going to bother. But yeah. But let me show you these comic books. Right. So cover slingers this week. Narman, thank you very much, chose 7 Wonders of the World, which has proved to be quite awkward. But I actually bought 2 comics this week, specifically so they would meet the needs, specifically, did I say specifically? Specifically, will meet the needs of the theme. So here is a nice 4 comic for 2,209, and you can see Stonehenge there in the background. And especially for Bill, keep back, mates. If that blinking giant's killed 4, there's nothing on earth can stop him. Oh, Bill likes a good blinking on a, he's very much an Anglophile when it comes to his vocabulary, old Bill. Even though he just likes taking the piss out of me with how I talk. Right, this is a classic. This is literally a cereal box. Someone has sent this in a cereal box packet. Obviously, it's all bendable. But I'm not like a bloody I'm not going to give someone a bad rating for that. It's like whatever. It's only a bloody comic book. It's not like it's an expensive comic book, so I'm not going to. I don't care. It's just, but it's a nice one. I actually had this on my list already to buy. This is on my to buy list, so it's lucky. So I just bought it early, and it's another great Stonehenge cover. Superman, Action Comics. First, my sorcery rendered you helpless, Superman. Now it will destroy you. Sorcery over Stonehenge. So we've got a couple of great Stonehenge comics there, which will be fine for the 7 Wonders of the World. Because there's different wonders. There's the ancient world, the 7 Wonders of the ancient world. You've got the pyramids, and I can't remember half of the ones that are on it now. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, various buildings that are no longer around, and you certainly can't find them on comic books. Also got a package from Splat Comics again. Right, and oh look, he's got some stickers in there again. I do like this Splat Comics. They do, and also the thing is as well. Every time if you get a package from them and you post it up on social media, they will give you some money off. They give you extra bonus points. I did actually do a video of these before. So literally, I've got to put them up, tag them online, tag them on the website or whatever, or send them the video. And I think it gave me £20 blinking credit last time I did it on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, not that many people watched it, which was bloody annoying. But then that's just my channel for you. Nobody gives a toss, but I do. Occasionally, I do. But anyway, it also comes in nice Captain America, well, Marvel paper this time. She's cool. Well, not too many comic books here, but yeah. I just, I'll let you know in advance. It's quite a bit of Lois Lane actually. It's mostly Lois Lane, I believe, in this little pile. Lowish grade ones, because you know that's what I can afford. Well, I can't even afford them, but that's what I buy when I go crazy and buy some comics. That's what I buy. Low grade, cheap as possible. Occasionally, I have gone out and bought a big comic, but not at the moment. Not at the moment. Because things are harder than they have been. Right. Too much tape. I have to undo this tape now. I should have brought. Did I bring my scissors in? I didn't bring my scissors in, did I? Oh yeah, I did bring my scissors in. Ah, that's handy. Ah, that's handy. Let's get this cut. It doesn't matter if you have to spend ages watching me undo the packaging because there's not that many comic books to show, so it makes the video longer. Yeah, that's very important, I'm sure. Right. Let's go from this end. I think there's a couple of bronze horrors in here as well. Right, nice Lois Lane. Cover detached at bottom staple, so that doesn't bother me. Number 47. Clark Kent, you turned me into a giantess by exposing me to red kryptonite. Now I'll make sure you never pester me again. I'll project you into the phantom zone forever. Oh wow, I've never seen this cover before actually. It's a giant Lois Lane. Even though she's giant, she looks like a teenager, just like a young Lois Lane, doesn't she? Maybe it's the ponytail. I can't read you the blurb there because it's got a sticker over it. Featuring an imaginary tale if Lois Lane, Superman Kent, I don't know. Let's see if I can find what it says. Quickly open it up. Try not to get any tape on the cover. Featuring a great imaginary story if Lois Lane were a superwoman and Clark Kent just an ordinary man. Alright, that explains why she's wearing a super costume and he's just dressed up as normal Clark Kent. So that's a cool Lois Lane one for my run. Another Lois Lane lovely. Trouble with Lois Lane, every time I see a cover, I think, I've got that one already, and I tend not to have them. But I think it's because I've read the stories in like 100 pages, you know. I've got a few 100 pages. Like this one's got spine roll, multiple inner pages detached from 2 or 1 staples. Never mind, I can read it. It look nice in my drawer, in my box, and I can flip through them. It features when Lois Lane became Cinderella. Stepsister, after you clean the floors and the dishes, go to sleep in the barn. We're going to a grand ball. I was a fool to let Superman take me here in the past to relive the life of Cinderella. All this stuff about my going to the ball and meeting Prince Charming is bunk. So there we see poor old Lois scrubbing the floor. Yeah, hidden by this annoying sticker that says spine rolled, multiple inner pages detached, blah, blah, blah. Let's take that off. There we go. We want to see Lois. We want to see lovely Lois. I've no plans on selling these anytime soon, so I don't really need to have that on there. Right, this one's got the inner 2 centrefolds are detached, and the cover is detached from the bottom staple. But I don't care. It's Lois Lane number 59. Real, not imaginary. See what happens when Lois time travels to Krypton before it exploded, and see Lois caught Jor-El, who will someday become the father of Superman. Lois, you thief, how dare you try to steal Jor-El? He's my boyfriend. What writer come up with the idea that Lois should go to Krypton and try and get off with Superman's dad? What rotten luck! On Earth, Lana Lang is my rival for Superman. Here on Krypton, Lara is battling me for Jor-El. Extra, Superman and Batman joke on Lois Lane. Superman and Batman's joke on Lois Lane, it says, not Batman. So here we go. Lois is, I don't know what kind of, what you'd call that, what kind of, yeah, strange fetish that would be. Trying to get off with the dad of the man you love. Deary me. There you go. There's Lois's kinky boots. Getting a good slap from Lara. Yeah. Weird stuff. Good old silly stuff. Right, this is a little bit of a later on one. Number 87. Super Lois, why are you fighting Kal-El? She's the one who gave you superpowers. Kill her, kill her, kill her. This label says, a very solid and tight FN. Red and pink ink on front and back cover has leached through to inner side of cover. Okay, so it's got a bit of ink, something or other, going through. I'll take these levels off later. That's a very cool Lois Lane cover. Oh, another lovely Lois Lane. This is I hate it when the book's in the blinking, in the bag, but it's got a turned corner. Look, it's got a turned corner in the bag. That's criminal. What a fool I am not to have married Lois. Now I've lost her forever. Here in suspended animation sleep Darnell of Krypton and his bride Lois of Earth, who will awaken in the year 2169 to begin a new and happy life together. I'll be 200 years old in 2169. No, I won't. I'll be dust. I'll be dust in 2169. Oh my God, we'll all be dust in 2169. Yeah. Oh well. Such is life, eh? Such is the burden of existence. Right, get in there without folding over. And don't you dare catch on the sellotape either. Oh God, this is nerve-wracking. I'm gonna do that later. Because I don't want to rush it and get bloody tape pull. I will be bloody annoyed if that happened. Another lovely Lois. Superman, you've got to marry me. There's my child. That giant? Don't miss the giant surprise tale of the year. Superman, marry me. Also, for the first time, meet Melba. I think Melba is a black lady, a friend of Lois. I think they might be flatmates, something like that. There you go. There's a giant baby. Don't ask me if he grew really quickly or somehow he wrecked Lois when she was born. It must have been a C-section. I don't know. Let's not go there. Oh, blimey. Anyway, right. Bit of scribble on this one. Spine heavily frayed, but all attached. Some small stains inside. This is another one I thought I already had because the cover looks familiar. But this is we're moving away from the Lois now. A little bit of Jimmy. Got to have a little bit of Jimmy, you know. Got to see the man side of it all. Hooray, me find fortune. Someone leave valuable trash in wastebasket. Great Caesar's ghost. What happened to Jimmy? He's acting completely loony. He's been turned into a bizarro, and even I can't return him to normal. There you go. Jimmy Olsen's become a bizarro. Oh no! What crazy shenanigans is that? Right, and this must be the two horrors. Heavy spine roll, but otherwise very nice. It's only £1. Screw the spine roll. I don't care. I'll get a nice Bronze Age DC horror for £1. And so I only paid like half the price for these because I had £22 already in the bank with the website, which is nice. Can't go wrong with free money for comic books. I will be using Splat Comics, yeah, every time I feel that I've got some money I could spend, or every time I weaken and spend money I shouldn't spend, I will be using Splat Comics most likely, or quite a lot. I'll get rid of that last bit of... So I want to get rid of the last bit of sticky before I show you the cover. There you go. Have you the nerve to face the unexpected? Death watch, scared stiff, murder by mail. And here we have some kind of space scientist, by the looks of it, being attacked by some kind of comic ghost, maybe. Yeah, they're running away in abject terror, which is what we like to see on an unexpected comic cover. Yeah. This next one would have been awesome for, was it last week's Cover Slingers? Was it last week's Children? I think it was. There's another unexpected. Now 8 more new pages of story and art. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. It's a creepy Joe Kubert cover. I mean, we all know that Joe did excellent war covers, but I had never really, I don't know if I'd ever seen a horror-related cover from him before, and I've got to say, they work just as well, actually. They work equally as well, actually, as his war covers do. So here's a creepy-looking child sitting on Death's lap, or is it Destiny? Some purple cloaked, hooded figure, and the child looks quite haunting, and yeah. Is it the child of death, or maybe? Doesn't look like it's. I mean, is the skeletal figure threatening? Doesn't look like it. I think that's Death's child. Look at the doll. Look at the doll she's holding. It's got half its head missing. That's a pretty cool cover. That's a pretty cool cover. I don't think it's Destiny, because Destiny you normally see his face, and he has his book with him. And also Destiny was from Secrets of Haunted House, not Unexpected. But there could have been a crossing over later on. Some of the horror hosts went from one book to another book. When a book closed down, for example, I think I saw one recently where Abel from House of Secrets went over to Secrets of Haunted House. Because I think the House of Secrets had shut down. That's what he said in the story anyway. But yeah, anyway, that's my comics. I did have some more actually. I've just realised I've got 3 comic books that I picked up, like basically from my local comic shop. The actual guy who owns the comic shop actually wrote and drew the comics, and I picked them up off him when I was there last. I'm actually in the process of reading them now. I'm halfway through number 3, but yeah, maybe I'll show them in a future video. 'Cause I can't bother to run out and get them. Yeah. No, I can't bothered. Come on, I've got a bit. Right, don't need to worry about that. Why am I worrying about that? Right, yeah, okay then, that's it. That's me. I've got I've got free comic book day on Saturday. Plus, the shop has got half price on back issues. So I'm going to scrape some pennies together. I'm going to empty out my piggy banks or whatever, and go there. And also, I've got some comics. I've got to pick up some comics from the London Comic Mart. The one that I've been working at with Mark recently, but Mark's on holiday, so I haven't got to do any work with him this weekend because he's on holiday. It's almost a shame. I quite enjoyed doing that, but anyway, I think we're starting again when he comes back from his holidays in June. Yeah. All right then. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you can be bothered. I'd rather you did bother because it makes it feel like it's less of a waste of time me making videos. If I get like more than 2-3 comments, it's always handy. Anyway, but don't feel like you have to, because you don't. I'm out of here. Till next time, have a great amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.